Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Combat 2 by Compass Games. Ross Martell's the designer. We are working our way through the setup for my campaign game that I'm using to test the modules out that I'm making up. These will be released in July. Um, so to maintain your campaign, I have a campaign control module. Small module. Basically, all it is your squad and what's going on. Um, so hopefully I can do this module without, this game without resaving and redoing and restarting. And sometimes when I'm testing modules out, it takes me a while to actually get it going because I find things I don't like, things I need to fix. I've already started 3 times on this as I had a little trouble. So this night I didn't have in there. My morale wasn't working ready yet. Um, Little things you forget. There's so much going on putting these together, especially this one. There's so much to it. And I'm trying to make an extension out of Combat 2 to keep it from being too huge, and it's already a bear. Um, and that's without putting all the campaign charts and stuff in. So it's there's a lot to it. Anyway, we're on mission 86 defend, so I'm going to attempt to set this up, and I probably won't get the whole thing done because I don't have my squad ready to go and everything. I am going through the setup and decided we'll try to at least record the getting everything together and go through the campaign book one at a time. So 86 reading left to right is a defend. We're defending the hamlet. We are on campaign scenario game 2, which is I've got right next to me here. We've got ground conditions of mud, which I've placed up here. We've got bocage instead of hedgerows. We've got night, so I put that in here. And actually, I changed label, which that way we'll be able to put the range on there. Um, we don't have any friendly vehicles, of course not. I've already read ahead. And no friendly artillery, of course not. We are friendly fortifications. We get trenches, so I've dragged them down. We get one bazooka and one um, M MG, which is the 1919. I made a counter for the M2, but that's solely for the use on the vehicles, so you know. Actually, only on the Jeep, and I'll show you why I did that. When you're running around in the Jeep, it has nothing in it, but it does have these, and I want to ascertain at the beginning of the scenario so you don't forget which one you have. So you would pull this over to whichever guy is going to be manning the machine gun. Um, but that is for no other purpose than that. And it's not the greatest counter, but it'll get the job done. And we do get to choose whether we want a Jeep or not if I read the rules right. And I might just choose one in this game. But I got to read more into that. Actually, no, you don't. You're going to roll. You may elect to roll to see if they receive a Jeep. To do so, roll a D10. Well, we'll try roll a D10. 4. We get a Jeep plus a 1919. So we're going to get to go ahead and do that now. Um, None of my guys is able to drive yet. So I will have to assign. I don't have anybody automatically coming to this location because normally you're supposed to have one of your guys drive it. They don't get a crew. But for now, we will randomly draw and keep a note in our campaign game which driver is assigned to us. We'll go over to the friendly crew display and take a driver down. The Corporal Hamilton. I'm going to pull him over there. He will be my driver. He's about worthless outside of the Jeep, but we get a 1919, so that's why I have this here. I don't have anybody assigned to it right now, so I'm going to put the 1919 here. And when I decide where I'm going to put the Jeep, I will put him in a hex near it or next to it, somewhere where he's not going to. He don't carry a weapon, so um, continuing to set up here. Got all sidetracked with that. Well, I always do. Any of you who watch on a daily basis know how I get sidetracked. No reconnaissance has been made, so I don't know who sets up. That probably means that I got to set up first. Uh, two cards in the hand. Know how to do that. The BB one and two. Didn't even look at them. Not going to either. Um, no trained medic. All right. Would have been nice to have a trained medic. I think we're going to need it. On the flip side of that, they don't get one either. So, um, quality we're up against is average. No elites. Yes on a machine gun, so we're going to add a machine gun to MGs in the started forces. So we're going to add MGs. Makes it even better to the mix. We're going to go through that in a second. We're going to 86. Make sure I don't lose my place here. The good news is no sniper. Size is M. We've got its average medium size force against us. And the fun part, we got two Mark IVs. We'll go ahead and set them up right now too. Two Panzer IVs coming at us. Actually, I don't even need to draw them out to do this. Go into the enemy crew, draw down one of each. Ah, told you this thing's a bear, and I think I'm losing my graphics card on my computer. So every once in a while, we get a nice little hesitation here. And of course, we're going to get a nice one because I'm recording. I'm going to go ahead and send all these guys to Panzer 4A. They should be in there already. In position and ready to go. Driver, co-driver, loader, gunner, and commander all in position, ready to go. I put the orders chits over here to draw their orders. I don't like the fact that when I do that, they mark as move, even though I don't have it marked as move on this thing. But maybe I'll put a little. Well, I can't do that. I can put my own marked as move. Remove markers. It drives me nuts seeing them. That's all. Unless I move them all, they don't go away. Then I move them all, and they don't stay right on the hexes. I do have grid here. I got to snap them the grid maybe. We're going to draw the Panzer IV down so we don't forget. Heaven forbid we forget we're against it. And we're going to draw one more of each. Oh boy, they got good co-driver, good gunner, and a good commander. I didn't even look at the ones for the other one. I don't want to see what I'm up against. Too scared. Maybe I'll quit. No, I don't quit. And we'll draw that one down too. I'm getting all my extra pieces ready over here. That's not where they're going to set up. So you get an idea of what we're looking at. And while I'm here, let me go look at my Panzer IV-A. Loader's good. Damn, driver's good. Co-driver's good. Damn, gunner's good. Oh man, all above four. Four's average. So yeah, we got a good crew in that one. We got one bazooka to play around with. I think, yes, I put the main gun empty here to load it and fire it. Load it and fire it so you can keep track of where you're at. Whether your loader has loaded or not. Because it's possible that if you got a good enough loader and a gunner, that you can actually fire twice in a turn if it's already loaded coming into the turn. Come into the game loaded. The only thing that can't go move around loaded is the bazooka. All right, back to business here. Panzerfaust. Next step is Panzerfaust. There are none. Alert, yes. Prepared, yes. Enemy artillery, no. That's good. Trained medic for the enemy, no. And that is it. So we've got everything we need to start this. The only thing I don't have is my squad put out. And I will pause this while I get my squad together. The next thing I've done is, if you so desire, you can use the editable ones. So you have the names and everything of your campaign squad. Um, or if you don't like them, you can go in and use the generics that come with the game like this, and you can just keep looking back and forth your record, and you can just print a, if you need to, you can print your roster sheet out, as you see right here. All this is filled out, ready to go. We have no re-rolls and must rolls yet. You know what I do need to do though, and we'll go to the log 2, is I need to put down here our driver's name, which I promptly forgot. Jeep. Corporal Hamilton, because nothing in here saves. That's the dilemma I came up with, plus trying to keep this thing to a reasonable size limit. Corporal Hamilton will be our driver. So I'll just draw him out every time until we get our own guy. All right. Oh, Drover. Nice. English is my first language. I have not yet mastered it. I'm only 50 some years old, so I probably at this point I'm not going to be able to spell, I figure. All right, so we can go ahead and get rid of that. We don't need to Jeep up anymore, cluttering things up. I'm going to go ahead and get out my soldiers and fill them out. And I will pause this while I'm doing that because you guys don't need to see this. All right, I got most of them done, and it doesn't take that long. So I'll go through 3 of them with you guys, so you kind of can see what's going on. We'll make Private Reed is next. We're reading off his stats and putting him in. We'll just go ahead and put the name and rank in. And of course, if we don't hit things around, we might be able to do it a little bit better. Got stuff all over the place in my table in front of me. I'm a train wreck again today. TQ is 3, so we don't need to adjust that. His weapon skill is 5. He's got a pretty good weapon skill, regular grenade skill of 3. He's done. No skills to put in. The skills, if you put the skills in, say he was eagle-eyed, that would show up down the bottom. And yes, if I put the second skill in, I don't know whether they're ever going to get it or not. It will block the name a little bit. I went with, they hit a medic too. We're going to deal with that. That's just the way it is. Not going to take a whole lot. And to clear it out, just hit Control. Maybe I don't have that in here. I thought it was Control R. Maybe not. No skill. I know I have a clear button in there. I don't know where it is. I'll have to go look at it in my campaign game. Just make sure it doesn't work with all these. It doesn't clear with the orders. Okay, so that doesn't do anything there. All right, yep, that's the only one. Okay. I'm all right with that. Doesn't clear with moves. I do want to get rid of them. Okay. Q will be next. I did discover I do got to go through and modify my grenades for my grenadiers. They're off by 1. That's a simple little fix. So I'll do that after this game. He's got no leader. His TQ is 6. Henderson is 6, and I got to put his name and rank in there. Private Henderson takes up the whole damn thing. I had to choose between font and being able to see real good. And this is, where am I at? I'm at 63%, 75%. You see that it's not horrendous. And 100%, they look pretty damn good in my book. Henderson is a 4 rifle skill. Give him a 4. Grenade skill of 4. I think I need to give him a grenade skill of 5 to get, nope, 1 off. Go to grenade skill of 3 to give him a 4. There you go. And rifle grenade skill of 3. That works fine. He's done. See, it doesn't take a whole lot to do if you're not BSing like I did. Private Morris be the last one to do. I just felt that it was so much better to have these in here. If you're like me, I don't like keeping a look back and forth, and that would be the only thing that would detract me from playing a campaign. And I like campaigns. So weapon skill 4. I love campaigns. I'm not going to say I like them. Grenade skill of 4, so we'll give him a 3. And a rifle grenade skill of 5. He's a good rifle grenadier. I rolled some really good soldiers, surprisingly. My leaders, my squad leader's not the greatest, but I rolled otherwise some really good soldiers there. Squad leader's a little lame. Average. Actually, my assistant squad leader is better, um, with a better submachine gun value. And in the campaign game and in combat too, your assistants don't get the pistol too. So that's another thing to watch out for. So we'll back out. There's our squad. Our squad's ready. We got our equipment ready. Now we got to look at, I haven't done this yet, the average medium squad for campaign game number 1. Average. All right, so we're going to draw out. We're not using the elites. We're just using the regulars. So everybody in average is going to be characters 3 to 15. And if you remember right, we're also adding the machine gun. Now I'm just going to add the machine gun himself. And when he shows up, we'll pull down the A gunner. So we need everybody from 3 to 15 to come out. The cup A, and we had to add more cups too, because there's a couple of scenarios that use cups D and whatnot. So 3 to 15. A lot of menus, yes, but I just basically use Nigel's module and um, always had 5 dummy man. Dummy, you can tell, like I said, I'm all tongue twisted and everything. Dummy markers. All right, and I also added in the medics, trained medics for them in this screen. So we have them. All right, 3 to 15 again. And machine gunner. 5 more dummies. At least we have them. All right, same thing for white. I'm all excited. There is so much to this game. It's just, I almost couldn't wait to get the thing done so I could play it. I've never really broken the counters out. I do most of my gaming on Vassal because I don't have a whole lot of space. And if I do have to tear it down, um, we don't have to worry about it. Um, Setting it back up, it's easy. So we get him back in here. So I haven't even punched the counters and stuff in either one of these games. And I don't want to, so, and I don't really have space to set them up. So I had to hurry up and put the module together. And this is my way of testing it. My favorite part. A lot of games ganged up on me, so I still got to get back in and play Schnell boats more. I got to get back in and play American Tank Ace some more. I got to get in and play. Supposed to be testing a module, a game for Joe Carter. Haven't done that for a little bit because I've been busy with this. I'm slacking on a lot of things. Not slacking, I've been busy. Fortunately, I'm still out of work with my spinal infection, so I have plenty of time to do things, but don't bring money in. So, all right, everything's in the cup. Um, just after setting up friendly forces, okay. Setting up enemy for friendly forces, draw enemy characters from the cup and place them face down in the following hexes. There also is a small, medium, and large, so you will not find these setups in the thing. There's just way too many variations in the campaign game. I think I can set up the regular scenarios when I'm sure the thing works. We'll see how much it bogs down the module. So we got to set our guys up. Uh, see setup instructions below. Any friendly character setting in up in or open. Oh shit! Good lord, I can talk. Believe it or not. Setting up in an open or tree hex may place a foxhole. We don't have foxholes, so we have trenches. Setting up in an open or tree hex may get a trench marker. We do have trench markers. So um, fortification B, and I have not looked yet to see how the new spotting chart looks. I put it in, but I didn't really look at it. Oh, that didn't take. Player age. No, armor. There we go. It's in the new spotting. I haven't even looked at this yet, really, to see Foxhole Trench. There we go. -4 on a lot. -2 for all your, that's for spotting, of course. It's about the same as the Foxhole was. A little different. All right. And for LOS. Firing against them. Trench. -2. Nice. -2 on just about everything. All right. I have to get used to that new chart yet. I had the other one that I used off of BGG for so long. I haven't gotten used to this one yet. I'm sure, hopefully, somebody will make that up again, and I'll just go ahead and use that. Everything was in one place. Okay. Trenches. We do have fortifications, I believe. Let me double check that. 86 fortifications. Blank. No, we do not. We just get trenches. All right. We're using the default for defend friendly event table, and they're using the default defending enemy event table. And you know what? I don't think I put them in yet. And we got new ones, right? Yes. I'll read them out of the book for right now. We need to put the new ones in for the. I have to look to see if they're the same or not. Read out of the book for right now. This is why we play test things, and just to make sure that everything I want included in there is included in there. We can't include too much. We can't give you guys all the charts because just basically give the game away for free. Enemy default alert level is alert. They are all going to be bold. They're going to be coming in 1, 2, 3 over here. So they're all going to be coming in over here. Hasn't told me where to put the. No, hasn't told me where to put the marker yet. We'll just keep reading through it. Starting hand, we already got that. Friendly board is on the right. They're on the left. Neutral top and bottom. Friendly characters may be set up in columns 24XX to 28XX. Friendly forces set up first. Let's do this. Slide these guys all the way over to 24. To 28. Boy, we're gonna let them right on in. We do get a lot of trees. That's gonna be a bonus. Do have the right mapping, right? Hamlet. Yep, Hamlet. All right. We do not have rain. We do not have heavy rain. We have mud. No sprint orders are allowed. Enemy characters you draw a sprint will reduce down to evade. We have night at the start of the game. Roll d6 and add 2. The maximum range a target can be seen. That's the only thing that's going to help us out. Oh boy, 3. This is going to be a pain in the ass. Yes, it will be. Bocage, yes. All hedgerows in the map are bocage, so that's going to be something to consider when we're setting up also. Though, is there any bocage on this one? See any? No, that's all right with me. Actually, no, it isn't. I would like that for cover. 24 to 28 is going to be a pain in the ass because we're going to have to set up deep in these woods. So in order to cover these woods, I will have to rush guys forward and try and catch guys coming over that hill. I also will not be able to cover this building, which I would like. Which is on a hill also. Can get right. We can cover this stuff pretty good. Really don't want the depression. We want to cover all this. Definitely go put somebody up here that can cover a lot of range with that. Well, doesn't matter. We're in the dark. I will have backup in the building. That's actually where I'm going to put my Jeep. On that building. Yeah, the train's not well suited for setup in this one. We'll deal with it because we're stuck with it. But no artillery, so don't have to worry about that. If size M, roll D10 at the start of turns 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If the roll is 5 to 9, then place reinforcements listed below. That's going to be nice. So we better set something up there to remind us on that too. And maybe I will make just a reinforcement counter. Go ahead and get the enemy. Its other. It's general other. I don't even remember utility. There we go. I'm going to use the, no, that'll draw stuff into it. I really don't want that. Actually, I could. Maybe 5 reinforcements. I could do something stupid like, what's it say? 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2. Let's put a label on that. D10, 5 to 9. Actually, if you want to get, and I'm not going to do it because I don't really want to drag this out, but I could put the hex numbers on there so when I draw these down to the board, they would 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one stack. This is why I'm not going to do it. I just don't want to waste the time right now. I'm going to clone that, move that to 3. Clone that, move that to 4. Clone that. Might help to put them on the turn track too. I'll do it all at once now. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. We put a lot of thought into this game. All right. So next, okay, if we run out of enemy forces, we don't have to. We won't draw anymore. Special, if night after setting up friendly forces, make a TQC for each friendly character. Um, hmm, +1. Okay, if with another friendly character in the hex. No effect. Distracted asleep. Okay, so we'll have to roll for that when we get them in there. Boy, they thought of everything. Opening barrage alleviates that for obvious reasons. All right. Roll d6 to determine the wind direction. All right, we're going to have a wind direction of 3. And the compass counter goes in 2-2 with the 1 pointing towards 2-3. All right, and then wind is going to be 3, so we'll just go ahead and rotate that one to clockwise, counterclockwise, and there we go. There's our setup. Victory conditions, it's the usual 15, 4, 12, 9, 8. We've been getting a lot of 15s, but with tanks on the board, that may not happen. +5 VP for each AFV. You're killing me, Russ. Got to kill that. Well, actually, with the only 2 Bazookas, it's going to be in our best interest to avoid them. Also, we are going to be playing with Able Baker Charlie and these 4, the standard 4 plus these 2 right down here. So you got a lot of stuff in there. Also, I put in the item found and this search, basically the search chits down here in the bottom corner for lack of any better place to put them. And we got extra colored markers with the game for, I think they're going to show up as different markers for different groups so they can go in different directions. So I think that's what they're for. I haven't played a lot of it yet, so we're going to find out, won't we? So now I got to set my guys up. So how long are we on this video here? 35 minutes. Yeah, I ramble. Set my guys up. It's just going to be a pain in the ass, I'm sure. I'll put the Jeep down here. I'm going to have it facing that way. I'm going to put, got to get used to this. There's so much going on. It's very difficult to remember where everything's at. Purple Hamilton in there. I do have that set up with the 1919 here. So I know it's in the Jeep. We just don't have it yet. We may utilize that. He's going to be in here because he definitely ain't staying out all night. The Bazooka. That's a two-team guy. Bazookas. I've got to bone up on them. What do they fire off of? Do they use TQ like the machine guns? I hope so. If not, if they do, I'll put a really good TQ guy on there. I know you want a good loader. This is why I like them so much better on PDFs. I got to break out my PDFs and just search them. Bazookas. Bazooka, front is one or more bazookas must be allocated to a squad member during setup. A maximum of one bazooka may be assigned to each character. Character bazooka is the operator. Second squad member may act as assistant so the weapon can be fired in a single turn. Only a single character is operating the bazooka, then load the H must be given. Bazookas always start the scenario mission unloaded, exception if playing ambush scenario. Each bazooka receives a 3 ammo marker that may be given to the operator and or assistant. There is no movement or other penalty for carrying bazooka ammo. At the time when activated, the ammo may be switched between characters in the hex. Bazookas use the operator's TQ, yes. Modified by range. All right. So, I really want to use somebody at Charlie on that. I think I'm going to have him carry the bazooka. Remembering that a trench is a -2 when you're firing, so that's not bad. So I want to go with him. I want a good loader, but I don't want to give up all my rifle grenades. This guy could be the loader. He'll get the ammo, and these guys will pay her up. I want them near a road, because something tells me they're probably going to come in on the road. We got to set up 24 to 28, so that's right here. We're not going to be able to see too far. I don't want them to be my frontline guys. It'll give me a little time to react if I put them right here. And we will go ahead and put a trench on them. All right, more Charlie. Need a 1919. Now, this is really going to do me no good because of the limited vision, unless we get star shells. It doesn't say anything about star shells. I will read that before I start this scenario. 1919, again, we need somebody with good TQ, but low. I don't want to use him. I did not draw good on my BAR guy. He's a 3. The A gunner for the, and they'll get a trench too. A gunner for my MG will be, I don't need the greatest guy here. He's just helping carrying it. So how about him? 3s all around. They'll be covering here because I got a good field of fire down here and a good field of fire right down here. That's 29. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do the building either. You're killing me, Russ. You're killing me. Oh boy, where am I going to set up shop? All right, we'll set the Jeep up here in the tree area. We'll set the corporal right next to it. Actually, he can be in it. He's not in the Jeep. He'll need a mount up order to get in there. We got to move these guys. So I still want this kind of a position. How about we just put them there and trench it? Put them anywhere else. They're not going to have that line of fire to go get blocked by something or anything. At least here we can get them coming in through here or here, and I guess we just put somebody light in up here to handle the call. We'll put the BAR in here to protect against that building maybe. I really don't like concentrating on my firepower in the middle though. We need flank security. Put Abel on the right flank. Baker and half of Charlie in the middle. The other half of Charlie will take the left flank. But Baker, we're gonna put him right there. We're gonna put a trench on him. Actually, we could put him back here. He can let them come through the trees and catch them there. I don't like giving up. 22 to 28, right? 22 to 28. Already put the book down. No wonder I'm lost. 22 to 28. 24 to 28. That's what I thought. I'd like to be back here and use this whole room as a killing zone, but we're not going to get to do what we want. We're going to have to do what we have to do here, which is why we get trenches. I don't like putting guys together either, but maybe I will just for the awake deal. All right, I don't normally do this, but we will put two together and trench him. He's got a trench on him now. Charlie, got one more guy I can put in the center, and the rest are down here on the right flank. Flank I want kind of strong. We'll put an SMG down there, and these guys. So we'll put the medic in the center where he can do me some good. And we got to move. They're my flankers. 24. That's a good shot right there. Advanced security. Let's put our medic, or not medic, our medically trained soldier. He's got a pretty good TQ and everything. We'll put him right up front. You know what? I do have foxhole buddies too. Let me pull up that and see who my foxhole buddies are. I think that is in Private Brooks and Private Reed. Brooks and Reed. There's benefits to that. Brooks and Reed. There's Brooks all by himself. Reed's down here. They would benefit being together. Don't really like putting Charlie way up here, but they're both low. We put them now. I put the foxhole buddies together. I don't like splitting up the teams much, but I'll do that. Then I can put him in with him. I really don't like guys being together either, but hey. 24 to 28. We can actually put this back a little bit. Right there. Gives us wide open field with a submachine gun. I can send somebody to help somewhere. We got the BAR covering the house and everything. You can see the house. Yes. 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 Yep. All right. I'm going to keep these guys together. And they'll be my flank security over here, I think. That way we don't have guys falling asleep too much. I think that's, don't know if I like it or not. It is what it is. I don't like this setup, the area setup. If, tactically speaking, if I were set my squad up, it would not be in that area. All right, so now after we do that, we're going to set up the enemy. So we set up the vehicles. Place a Panzer IV and 2-8 facing direction 5. Hold on a minute. Let's see, I think we're back in business here, and the wife's doctor's calling, so I have to take care of that real quick. So we've got all right, we're going back now. We got to set the Germans up. We got to figure out where I'm at here. Place a Panzerkampfwagen 4H in hex 208 facing 5. Got some instructions. 208 facing 5. I didn't want you up. 208. Wow. In the woods. Direction 5 will be once to the right. Their initial orders will be Commander Spot. So let's get them out here. Hopefully I put all the orders in right. Spot. Gunner none. None, I didn't make a no order. Loader none. We're loaded up. Driver ahead slow 6. Good lord. Keep hitting the mouse button, which screws everything up. Head slow 6, and co-driver is aim fire. And it doesn't. What was that? Commander's hatches the commander's hatches are open. All others are closed. I guess it should say the commander's hatch is open. All right. Panzerkampfwagen is loaded with HE at the start of the game, and I'm going to put HE on it so we don't forget. The start of the enemy orders phase will draw the second vehicle. Place Panzerkampfwagen 4 in hex 2-8. Again, wow. And two. And a 1 in 212. We're going to get pounded. I commented to Russ that I had this one to play, and he kind of laughed at me. I knew this was coming. Facing direction 5. Initial orders as above, so we can just. Okay, that's easy enough. All right, so let's get our Panzer B up here then. And we're going to open his hatch. And they're going to get rid of this marked move. Control M him. He's going to be spotting. Nothing. He's aimed fire. He is ahead slow 6. And he is nothing. Control M them guys. Get rid of that. It just drives me nuts. And they won't show up again. Actually, I ought to put on there to do a Control M and see if I can do that. Orders are set. I put the turrets on a layer, so if you need to turn the turrets, they will go with the piece and turn with the piece. Okay, they're in there now. So let's go ahead and set up the enemy characters. I'm just going to pull these down the old-fashioned way because I really don't. It's easier to do this than set up the pieces and draw them down. So we're just going to draw one down and 103, 04, 5, 6, 23 to 6. All right, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Awful lot of Germans, and so I don't do anything with it. I'm just going to move that over to there. 1, 7, 8, 9. I'm hoping these tanks don't come into play big time. 7, 8, 9. 2, 7, 8, 9. And 3, 7, 8, 9. A lot of Germans. All right, and that is their setup. Now we're going to go ahead and during the initial orders phase, we will draw their things. I'm just going to hold the setup right there and save this up because I like what we're seeing so far. I made it that far without having to change anything. Yes, the setups still do work in case you're wondering. I prefer not to use them. Oh boy, tinnitus in my ear. I love it. Thank God for the military. If I were to pull them down, we would still draw. I just don't. I prefer to do it the old-fashioned way. Just my preparation. Put it back in the cup. Okay. That's it for the setup. We are raring to go. I got 2 tanks and a whole bunch of Germans coming my way. And it is nighttime. We do not have any artillery to do. TQC, I'd better do that right now too. TQC for each friendly character. +1 if in hex with another friendly. So let's go ahead and do that real quick too. Make it a long video. Why not? They don't have to worry about it. They don't have to worry about it. He does. He's a 4. A 6. He's asleep. How about we put a waiting on him? We don't have them. So enemy other Enemy waiting. Yeah, we'll just put a waiting on him. That's the way to tell he's asleep. Good job, guys. Oh yeah, I gotta put bold on these guys too. Who else? These guys don't roll. That's my BAR too. That's slacker. These guys are all right. He, the 6. 3, he passes the driver. Probably sleeping. Yep. He's in the trees sleeping in his Jeep. These guys are okay. So we got 2 guys asleep. That's not bad. Could have been a lot worse. Good thing I doubled them up. I don't normally do that. No orders can be given to sleeping character. They'll awake automatically if there's fire within 10 hexes or artillery lands within 5. Before the opening barrage, roll 1d6 plus 1, d6 plus 1, and take that many illumination markers. Roll d10 on the scenario 2 barrage table for each marker and place the marker in that assigned hex. Then roll d6 as normal. Okay, so we do got to actually roll for illumination. That'll be general, utility, general, illumination. 2d6 plus. We receive 1d3 plus 1 flares. That'll be 4, 2 flares. So I got to put them out too. I missed that. See, 2, 3 flares. That'll be friendly. So many things now that you just there we go. Flares 1, 2, 3. One on him. One on him, and one on the flank. All right, and then we are rolling for illumination up already, so we will do that too. And that is in the campaign booklet, right? No. Yeah, my mess. I got charts everywhere. Just bear with me. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong one. No wonder. Okay. What did I roll on that? 1d6 plus 1. 4 was for the flares. 7. We're going to get 7 illuminations then. Whether we get them with the barrage or not. The only thing I'm confused about. Says we get flares. Campaign game scenarios. Give me 1 second here. I'll real quick look it up in the front again. Night. Okay, night rules. All right. I think we're good. I'm going to double check and make sure I have the setup all okay and everything. You guys don't need to see that. So we will go ahead and cut the video here. I think we're all set up for what should be my demise, I'm sure. Close range fighting. We got a visibility of 3. Guys are all bold. And we're ready. What I don't know is, are the vehicle guys bold too? I'll double check on that one also. All right, I'm gonna cut the video there, and we will go ahead and start this when I've done my other game, which is in turn number 8 or so. So I want to get that finished first. Hour-long video anyway. See you guys next time. That's Combat 2 by Compass Games, designed by Ross Martell. Hell of a game. See you guys next time.